All right, hello there. I would like to start my case this morning with the video on how to take notes in OneNote. Okay, so I've collapsed all the modules here in our homepage and class basics, getting to know me, getting to know you, student technology, and then student tech. All that either has to do with, like you say, getting to know each other, the way the classes run, all the little technology ins and outs. However, here at the very bottom, expression basics and simplifying expressions, what's where the math starts to come in. So we are looking at expression basics, and we're coming in the first video, net worth. And so I go into that net worth page, and this is what I'm going to see. It's basically has my learning objectives for the day and a video. So it says, while watching the video below to explore learning objectives, students will take notes in class notebooks, which is what we would like to do. The first thing on our notes are going to be the objective. What's the objective? Well, our objective today is to define net worth and to calculate net worth. I'm going to go ahead and highlight those, and then I'm going to right-click copy, and I'm going to go straight to my notebook. Now, in my notebook, I'm going to take in under the expression basics tab. Not going to be under your name, right? Over off to the side, it's going to be in your name. We're going to go ahead and go to the very first set or page of notes, net worth definition notes. And remember the topic objective, I'm going to go ahead and type that in. Oops. But sometimes when I double click, it does this. OneNote has this kind of quirky, so I get these drag handles. I left click, hold down the button, and I drag it up all the way up to this essential question here. Whoa, see, this is so wacky. Okay, getting in, and I'm going to use the topic objective. So I go into the topic objective, then I'm going to go ahead in there, right click, paste. Now they tell me to use the shortcut Control V. That's fine. So I'll press Control first, hold down, V next, boom. Now my objectives are in there. Okay, we could put in our names. We could type in our name and all that good stuff, name, class, period, and date. Let's do that. Class period, I'll just pretend this is first period or something like that. Okay, first, and the date. Now in this case, the date's a little later. We got 8/26, 2020. Okay, boom, done. Okay, now we're going to switch back and forth between these two tabs and let's go into the video. Now, what I learned is when I made my first video about taking notes is that the audio is not there. So I'm just going to kind of ad-lib some of the audio. Talking about a topic, net worth. What is net worth? Okay, let's take a look at the answer. So here we go. Net worth is, what is net worth? It's equal to assets minus liabilities. Okay, I'm going to pause that. I'm going to pause that for a second, and I'm going to go back to my notes. A lot of information there. Now, there was a big question. That big question said, what is net worth? And there was another question I had. I mean, and just keep it natural, really. I mean, notes should be natural. I listened to a word called asset, and I heard it, and I was like, what is that? I mean, if I was in your shoes, I would probably be like, what is an asset, right? So what is an asset? All right, don't know yet. And then I heard, what is a liability? So I'm going to just go off to the side. What is a liability? Or what are liabilities? I'll just put that. What are liabilities? What are assets? And these are just this is just introductory, just little introductory finance lessons. So here we go. Let's keep going. So asset. Oh, the stuff you own, like the value of the stuff that you own. Okay, that makes sense. But you might own an Xbox, you might own a car, you might own bank, some cash in it. A lot of things they can take at just stuff. Up. Liabilities are how much you owe to others. How much you owe others. Okay. So you could owe somebody, oh man, I owe that guy $20, or I owe the bank $1,000 or whatever. So what are assets? Well, if we remember back to our video, assets are, I'll just say, the value of stuff I own, right? Those are assets. What are liabilities? Liabilities are what I owe others. Okay. One thing I forgot too is, what is the answer to that question? What is net worth? Well, we were told that net worth equals assets minus liabilities. So net worth is the value of the stuff I own minus how much I owe others. Oh, all right, there it is. Okay, so that's starting to make a little bit more sense. Okay, so going back to the video. Okay, examples on how liabilities, how you might owe. Net worth is assets minus liabilities. And he's something really interesting. It's net worth is how much you own after you pay all your liabilities off. That's a good thing to put in there. I might just put that in there. That seems like an important point. So I'm going to go up here like this. I'm going to say, whoops, oopsie. Maybe I'll put it right there. Here we go. Net worth. And then I'm going to say, go upwards. There we go. Ta-da. And I'm going to say how much net worth dot 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 is how much I will own after paying off all of my liabilities. Okay, there. So that's kind of what net worth really is how much do you really own? Because if you owe people, you got to pay them back, and so you have to use some of those assets to pay them back. That's why we subtract assets minus liabilities, what's left over, and that's how much you truly own. Okay, so going back to the video, now we're going to get into how to calculate it. So here goes. Okay, we got $500 worth of stuff. You owe $100. What's your net worth? Okay, that's a great question. Let's go here, and now I'm going to use a different feature. Right now we've been in the home feature, and we're now going to go into the draw feature. So I'm going to press the draw feature. Now this is the text box right here off to the left. So these are the text boxes. So when you double click, it's going to give you a text box. You click off of the text box and it goes away. Next, there's the draw feature. And so I'm going to use the pencil or the pen. I'm going to go pen here. Now we can either use our stylus or we could use our finger. In my case, I'm going to use my finger. So I'm going to say that assets are equal to 500, right? Liabilities are equal to 100. And I'm going to say my net worth. What's my net worth? Well, we know that net worth equals assets minus liabilities. We're going to take our assets of 500, liabilities of 100, subtract them, and that's going to give us 400 bucks, right? Because we know 500 minus 100 is 400. Now I'll just put a little arrow here. Hey, that's my net worth. And we kind of calculated things before the video told us, but we'll watch the video and practice it. Those are our assets. Our liabilities, great, great. 500. Subtract 100. Our net worth is $400. In other words, yeah, sure. It looks nice. We have 500 in assets, but we owe 100 bucks. If we were to liquidate everything, pay off our debts, pay off what we owe, pay off our liabilities, we would really only have 400 in assets. So that's our net worth. Wow, that's a really good question. Was asked, can you have a negative net worth? So let's write that question down. We're going to go back to the text box, which is up here to the left. We're going to double click. Could you have a negative enter net worth question mark? And then we go back to the video for our answer. Now the video is going to say, yes, you do. You can't have a negative net worth. Possible to have negative net worth? Yeah. You own $500 worth of stuff. Oh wow, you owe $1,000. We're gonna get rid of the negatives. We say you owe $1,000. Back the two. So 500 minus 1,000 to give us negative 500. All right, so my video got cut off a little bit here, but I'm gonna pause it right here, and we're gonna go back to our notes really quickly. Going back to our notes, we can draw another example. So instead of using the text box, I'm going to go to this here. I can use a different color, it doesn't matter. I'm going to say that my assets are 500. Oh, my finger's all sticky on this. Liabilities are 1,000, and our net worth is equal to what, right? Well, we know that assets, oopsie. Here's the undo button, so you know where it is. We're going to go to home, and see that little backwards arrow? That's the undo button. So I just press that button, boop, boop. Okay, go back to draw. We're already in draw mode, so I'm going to say net worth equals assets minus liabilities. We have assets of 500, liabilities of 1,000. I'm going to subtract. And remember from the video, 500 minus 1,000, man, that's negative 500. Ouch. That's not good. We've taken on too much debt, and now we owe somebody. Or now we're still in the hole. We liquidate all our assets to pay our debts, and we're still in the hole. So that's a little lesson on net worth. Just an introductory lesson. I'm not going to tell you all the assets and all the liabilities that exist out there. That there's a lot, but just giving you just a quick introductory picture. I hope this helps you out on how to take notes. If you have any questions, please email me. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.